Thank you. You know what? It feels so good to feel appreciated.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're celebrating the women whose championship reigns reshaped the landscape of the WWE.
I got here because I am good. I earned this championship.
Number 10, Rhea Ripley. Mommy was always on top during her year-long reign, only stepping down due to injury.
But I'm not behind you, Becky. Because Mommy is always on top.
Launched by a legendary victory over Charlotte in a WrestleMania Classic, Ripley set the tone for a reign defined by dominance. Though she had Dom at her corner, Ripley still did all the heavy lifting.
Dom, let's get something straight. I don't belong to anyone. I'm not yours. You're mine.
Whether squashing veterans like Natalya, or overcoming a powerhouse like Nia Jax in her home country at Elimination Chamber Perth, Ripley stood tall every time. And with a resounding win over the man Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 40, Ripley gave her reign the ultimate stamp of authority.
But once again, our champion's our champion for a reason.
Tonight at WrestleMania, Mommy rules the man.
Sure, Judgment Day storylines limited her defenses, but Ripley still made the title feel like the biggest prize in the business. Number 9, Liv Morgan. She may have held gold before, but the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour finally elevated Guerrita into the main event. Morgan didn't just end Rhea Ripley's year-long reign, she stole her spotlight, her man, and her place in the Judgment Day, igniting one of the hottest storylines in years.
Gorgeous men like Dominic go for girls that look like me.
Despite limited defenses, Morgan made every title match feel like a prestige event, using shock and deception to hold on to her crown. From orchestrating Dom's grand betrayal at SummerSlam to outsmarting challengers like Nia Jax and Io Sky at Crown Jewel and Saturday night's main event, Morgan was always a step ahead.
So Oblivion by Morgan. Cover. Morgan retains the world title.
Driven by obsession and a touch of madness, her 226-day reign remains one of the most chaotic and entertaining title runs in WWE history.
I am the greatest women's world champion of all time!
Number 8, Alexa Bliss. For nearly 2 years after her main roster debut, Alexa Bliss ruled over the women's division.
Long live Alexa Bliss. The one, the only goddess of WWE.
Her second Raw Women's Championship reign represents her peak, with some fans even calling it the Reign of Terror. Everyone from Bayley, Sasha Banks, Mickie James, and more fell before her, with Bliss using every trick in the book to outsmart and outclass her opponents.
This has been a colossal waste of my time, and as I'm looking at the four of you, not one of you deserves a championship opportunity.
Fantastic character work and sharp mic skills truly set her apart, making the goddess feel like a commanding champion with her rightful place on the throne. Was she pushed a little too hard at the expense of her fellow stars? Maybe, but Bliss owned every minute at the top, and the WWE Universe knew it.
Winning just becomes easy. If you're a failure, say what? My point exactly.
Number 7, McCool. McCool shared the Women's and Divas Championship for the better part of 2 years, but it was McCool's first reign that laid the groundwork. Although she was the official champion, McCool's partnership symbolized this reign.
Oopsie!
But see, Teddy, there's still just one woman's title, and it's flawless.
Their treatment of Mickie James remains problematic, but the reign brought some much-needed attention to a declining women's division. Not only did McCool win Divas a regular spot on PPVs like The Bash, she kept the title relevant when few were willing to give it a chance.
Can Melina kick out a faithbreaker? A count! And the 3! And Michelle McCool has just made history!
Together with Layla, McCool made the most of a tough era, thanks to a mix of comedy, controversy, and in-ring skill. Looking back, it stands as the saving grace for a challenging time for women in the WWE.
Into the faithbreaker.
And still WWE Women's Champion, Michelle McCool.
Number 6. Becky Lynch. There was no stopping the man in her meteoric rise, culminating with her historic win in the main event of WrestleMania.
Becky Lynch takes it all tonight. The Raw and SmackDown Women's titles.
Lynch didn't disappoint as a champion either, carrying the roster through the rest of the year and into the pandemic, bringing major attention to the women's division.
Man capitalized, and the man brings the top pick here to Monday Night Raw.
During her reign, Lynch became the face of the company, following up the WrestleMania main event by headlining Survivor Series the same year. For 398 days, the Raw Women's Championship was the title, elevating challengers like Lacey Evans, Shayna Baszler, and Asuka. Having brought the women's division on par with the men's, Lynch stepped away on her own terms for maternity leave, never losing her star power.
As happy as you are to be the champion, I might be a little bit happier. So you go and be a warrior, because I'm gonna go be a mother.
Number 5. Trish Stratus.
It would be over, just like that. And as you can see by the shiny title on my shoulder.
Before the women's division was revived in the mid-2010s, Trish Stratus's 448-day reign stood as the gold standard of the 21st century. Along with headlining high-profile women's feuds, Stratus was involved in key storylines across the card, keeping the women's championship consistently relevant. Her rivalries with Melina and Mickie James remain outrageously memorable, with standout matches at Survivor Series and WrestleMania.
And making her way to the ring from Toronto, Canada, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Trish Stratus.
Whether as a heel or babyface, crowds were firmly behind her all the way through. A 4-month injury couldn't derail Stratus's momentum either, as fans remained invested even without a title defense.
But listen, I'm not here to gloat, but I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Her reign may have ended at WrestleMania 22, but putting Mickie over was the perfect ending to a truly legendary run. Number 4. Bianca Belair.
You know, I want to thank y'all, all of y'all, for never giving up on me and for believing that I will once again be standing right here in this ring holding this title as my own.
The EST had one of the greatest, baddest, and toughest reigns in WWE history. Bianca Belair won the SmackDown Women's Championship at the grandest stage of them all, but it was her Raw Women's title reign that made her a legend. Much like John Cena in his prime, Belair became the ultimate babyface, defeating heels with pure guts and unmatched athleticism.
And still, the Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
Her reign inspired young girls everywhere, proving that hard work and a little belief can make any dreams come true. Memorable feuds with Becky Lynch, Asuka, and Bayley pushed her into superstardom. And her 420-day reign, the second longest of the modern era, proved that EST isn't just a catchphrase, it's a fact of life.
Here you go.
And I hope you learned your lesson.
Yeah, sure. A whole dollar's worth.
Number 3. Asuka. As her catchphrase goes, nobody's ready for Asuka, and a 522-day undefeated reign more than backs it up.
No one is ready for Asuka!
Her remarkable run at the top broke all sorts of records, surpassing Goldberg's winning streak, Rockin' Robin's 502-day women's championship reign, and every title reign in NXT history. It was never about if she'd win, it was how she'd triumph, but the quality of her matches set Asuka apart. Although they all fell short, she made every challenger look like worthy contenders.
If you are not scared of me, you should be.
As a fighting champion, Asuka became the anchor of NXT, representing the brand during what many consider its golden era. Although injury cut her reign short, it's fitting that the most dominant NXT title reign ended only when Asuka said so.
I have fought so many great superstars. I love NXT.
Number 2. AJ Lee. WWE underwent a long overdue change with the #GiveDivas_a_Chance movement, and it was all thanks to AJ Lee. At a time when the Divas Championship was little more than a prop, AJ made it mean something.
You guys can't even go backstage and shake my hand and look me in the eye because you know that I worked my entire life to get here. I gave my life to this.
Beginning as an unhinged outsider, AJ's mean streak and cold confidence quickly turned her into the face of the Divas division. Her iconic pipe bombshell promo didn't just call out the roster, it forced the WWE to give women the spotlight they deserved.
I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your entire collective careers. I have saved your Divas division. I have shattered glass ceilings. I have broken down doors.
She backed up her words in the ring, taking on all challengers and winning real fan investment. Although many feel she retired too early, the legacy of her Divas title reign continues to be felt across the WWE to this day.
And if there is a woman back there who thinks that she can compare to me, who thinks that she is a fraction of the woman that I am, I dare you to come out right now.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Ronda Rousey. Her 231-day reign saw her become the first female world champion to headline WrestleMania.
She is the baddest woman on the planet. Rowdy Ronda Rousey!
Charlotte Flair. A 6-month feud with Sasha Banks and multiple title reigns established Charlotte as a history-making main eventer.
Because I become the very best at everything that I do. The proof is around my waist.
Sasha Banks. The boss made the title matter so much it closed out WrestleMania.
And Sasha Banks, most importantly of all, is familiar with this feeling. Sasha Banks knows what it means to compete on the grandest stage of them all.
Naomi. Fans everywhere felt the glow.
A SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi, even the title's glowing.
The Fabulous Moolah. Controversy has marred her legacy, but a 10,170-day reign is impossible to ignore.
So there we have the winners. Look at Moolah spread around that ring, would ya?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Bayley. Ding dong, hello, who else but everyone's favorite role model? After ditching the hugger gimmick, Bayley showed all of us idiots what a real champion looks like.
2 belts, Bayley, double strapped, the first ever Grand Slam Women's Champion.
Her bubbly charm transformed into a loudmouth heel we couldn't help but love. Despite facing a lineup of top names like Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Naomi, Asuka, and many more, Bayley proved that you don't need to be a fighting champion to win. You just need to be a smart one.
That is right, you are in the presence of the reigning SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley!
Rebranding herself as one of the golden role models, the layers behind Bayley's character made her an absolutely must-see champion. Her 379-day reign ended in a classic Hell in a Cell match with Banks, closing out a legendary, record-breaking run that delivered on every level.
I'm done with you! You're out of here! This is it!
Can you think of any other women's champions who deserve to be on this list? Lay that smack down in the comments.
And that is reality.